Hi, how's it going? I hope you had a nice Valentine's Day. If you didn't, well, you know what? It's okay. I made a video a couple weeks ago asking how many of you guys, if any of you watch my videos still, and thank you guys so much for your feedback. I really, truly do appreciate it, and I am so sorry that YouTube has not been sending my videos to your subscription boxes, or it hasn't been notifying you. As you guys know, the analytics of YouTube are messed up, and if you don't know by now, I mean, I guess you haven't watched a YouTube video in a little while, but most of the creators on the platform have been talking about this. Casey Neistat actually just made a video with one of the top guys at YouTube, if you want to check it out and see kind of what's going on with that. It's kind of vague. There's not really a whole lot of answers in it, but if you want to check that out, go for it. Reason I've been gone and so busy and you guys haven't seen a lot of content on this channel other than urban exploration videos, which you've also seen a lack of recently, let me explain. So last year I was on Warped Tour with Alternative Press filming for them. I did daily content on social media, and I did 7 videos, so I did 1 video each week for the 7 weeks of Warped Tour. That was my job with them. But between me doing my social media posts and me filming these 7 videos for Warped Tour for, Alternative Press, covering Warped Tour, I guess I should say, I also decided to film a couple documentaries about various crew members on Warped Tour that I met. One of those is Matt Yanni. He is Andy Biersack and Black Veil Brides and Black Bear's bodyguard. He also worked with R. Kelly for a little bit, and he also worked with the Steelers as a bodyguard for a little bit, or security. I'm editing, I think, 8 or 9. There's a lot. I'm editing within, upwards to 10 documentaries right now that I'm trying to finish by the 26th. And the reason for that is the 26th is when they start announcing bands for Warped Tour, and I figured that the best time to release these videos would be around Warped Tour, or around the Warped Tour announcement time, and then I will roll one out every week or whatever the timing is. But I'm trying to get them all done. I have 10 days left, literally 10 days left, by when I'm making this to finish that. So I need you guys to hold me accountable if you would like to. And let's see what else is going on. I acted in my first film. I acted in a short film called Choke. It will be out, I don't know when, I don't really know the details, but if you follow me on Instagram, @KAnagonio, I'll obviously keep you guys updated there. I'll keep you updated here as well, as much as I can. But like I said, I have so many things that I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on my podcast.
For me, it was just kind of a series of events that led to being in Memphis Mayfire and touring full time, and it's become a career. It became a career at a young age. I was in a lot of local bands growing up as well. So I grew up in Spokane, Washington, and I was always pursuing music for as long as I can remember. I think I performed on stage for the first time when I was 6 years old. I've just never really known anything else, and so I think I've just always pursued it wholeheartedly. Not really having a backup plan, not really knowing what I would do otherwise. But I guess these days, if music fell apart, I could always just pursue hair product full time.
I mean, there's so much you just said that I would like to go off on so many different tangents. Making it a career and talking about people that, might not make it, for lack of a better term. How do you still try to motivate your friends that tried to be in music, that it didn't really work out for them, but they're, they still want to do it? What advice would you give to them?
If you don't know, I have a podcast about freelancing. It's, for people that want to, do what I do, take photos, video, music. If you want to basically be in the artistic world, as far as your career goes, that's basically for you. I have guests on like Maddie Mullins from Memphis Mayfire. I have Matt Yanni, Andy's bodyguard. I have a lot of different guests on, tour managers, photographers.
Obviously, you don't want to go to a big band and say, hey, I'll work for half the rate your current person is, or I'll work for free. It's that shouldn't fly ever. And if it does, then shame on that band for doing that. If you're at that level, you can afford someone better. But, for these bands that literally they're losing money every night, they are okay with taking someone out. So I said, okay, and I came out, and it was so funny because I met up with them. They were broken down and missed the show. So I met up with them because they were kind of close to where I lived. So I met up with
merchandise sellers, all kinds of people in the touring world. And if you guys are interested, I'd love for you to check that out.
I think it's good to have somebody who's really down for anything on the road with you. I actually had never been on tour before in my entire life. I had never even been to Warped Tour. I grew up in Rhode Island, and my parents were pretty strict when I was growing up, and I was never allowed to go to Warped Tour. And then when I got there, I realized why. Mostly meeting people like Kay. No, I'm kidding.
What else is going on? So yeah, I acted in my first movie as an MMA fighter that loses. First time on set, not being behind the camera, and they basically want me to join the union. They want me to join SAG, which is like the Actors Guild, which is like everybody's dream. And for my first time performing ever, to get that is such a huge honor. It's unheard of, and I am so fucking grateful, and I am so proud of myself for working. You know, like, I took acting classes for a year, and I've been making YouTube videos for 10 years, and I've been making music, and, you know, like, I've been busting my ass, and that's why I haven't been able to put so much content on here. But I promise you, behind the scenes, I'm working on a lot of things that I hope you guys will want to be a part of. Another thing, I will be at Launch Music Conference. If you guys don't know what it is, it's in Pennsylvania. If you want to check it out, I'll put all the details down in the description. August Burns Red is screening a documentary, and I'm kind of hoping that one of these documentaries maybe I could screen there, but I haven't shown them the finals yet because I'm not done with them. Like I said, I have 10 days. Sorry, my damn GoPro 4 keeps telling me that I have SD card errors, even though I know that I don't, and it's really frustrating. If anybody has like a Hero 5, a GoPro 5, or I guess the new one if you have a discount for it, let me know, because I really want to upgrade my GoPro, because literally, like, the lens is coming off. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to. Look, I just took the fucking, basically, you just took your contact out of your eye, pretty much. But yeah, so if anyone has a GoPro, let me know. Also selling a bunch of shit on my Depop store. This is basically just a general update of shit that's going on in my life. And I want to ask you guys what you want to see and what kind of things you want to support if you do. For example, all of these Warped Tour documentary things that I'm editing, they're going to be for rent on my website, which means you will have access to go either rent or buy the films. I think renting is about the same price as it would be on Amazon or iTunes or like Netflix, whatever. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. If you wanted to support me in that way, that would be really cool. I don't really have a Patreon. If you guys want me to make a Patreon, let me know. If you want to be able to support me that way, let me know. If you don't want to support me that way financially, also please let me know that in the comments. If you think that it's not worth it, or if you would want to get something more out of it, things that you would maybe want, like signed prints, photo prints, things like that. I'm also doing monthly giveaways on my Instagram. And on my website for photo prints. I've given away, I think, 5 so far. So if you want to be a part of that, that would be really, really cool. It will also help me out because it's legal now. And I feel like as an adult, I have a responsibility to you guys to maybe enlighten you and educate you on some things as far as cannabis goes. I know that sounds crazy. I'm going to make an entire separate video about this, about why I want to talk about this stuff. Mostly because I smoke now. I know, this is fucking insane. I'm going to make an entire video about why I smoke now, because you guys have known Straight Edge K for the past 10 years of my life, right? And so this is a huge thing for me. And I'm going to make, like I said, a separate video about that. So when that comes out, I'll obviously like put a link to it on this video so you can see it if you see it on a later date. Otherwise, put those notifications on, that stupid ass bell. Subscribe, share with your friends if you want to help build this community so that I can reach more people like you guys. Please let me know what you guys want to see. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for continuing to support me. And hey, if you are a creator, if you make movies, if you're a photographer, if you do cool shit, or if you want to do cool shit, first of all, if you want to do cool shit, listen to my podcast. It will hopefully motivate you to do that cool shit. But if you make cool shit, drop me a link. Drop a link down below. Drop your Instagrams down below. I want to check you guys out. I want to check your stuff out. I want to start featuring some of you guys on my website. If you're a creator, I do like newsletters. So I would love to feature some of you guys on my newsletters so that I can help you guys grow as well. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you, and I miss you. I'm sorry, I'm so busy right now, but here, you want to see a little sneak preview of something I'm working on before I go? You guys know the drill. Click on all the cards and all the things if you want to check more stuff out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy this. Oh wait, sorry. Stay strong, keep enduring. Now enjoy this.
So we went on that Warped Tour, and the following summer, a few months later, and then just before the Warped Tour started, I broke all the ribs on the side of my body. And that put me out of commission for like the first 2 weeks. So the first 2 weeks of that Warped Tour, the band just did signings, and every day would go do signings. And so Yanni's first kind of introduction into it was taking my band to the signings, and all my dudes would get, you know, autographs and do whatever, and then they would all go back. And that was kind of his job for 2 weeks. And then I showed up with broken ribs. It was like, now we have to do all kinds of shit all the time, and I need you to be next to me because I'm going to fall apart if somebody runs into me. So it was kind of like, threw him right into the fire right away.
And you know what? It's way more comfortable up here than it is down there, motherfucker. I'm not coming down there. Fuck you. Plus, I got 3 fucking broken ribs. You serious? Are you trying to fight a cripple right now? Is that what you're trying to do?
To make matters even weirder for him, my wife and I met and kind of fell in love that summer, and so I would make him take me to all of her sets, everywhere she went. So he basically, during the courtship of me and my now wife Juliet, Yanni was there for all of it because he had to be with me all the time. So at all times he was just over there, you know, like we were having our first kiss and he's like 60 feet away, you know.